Hi guys, welcome back to Rogue Traders. This is video number 2 that I'm doing for you guys, and this week, so we're looking from Monday the 19th of October to today, which is Friday the 23rd of October. We're going to just look at some penny stocks, their performance this week, and then a few recommendations after that. So obviously, I have dressed in a bit more formal attire for you guys this time, and I've lost the Rogue Traders t-shirt. I have got some more professionally designed ones on order, so looking forward to getting those. But let's start then. So it's been a really good week for many of my penny stocks. I'm going to start with ASTC, which is Astrotech. Now, we had the news this week that they were in process of developing a COVID breath test kit with Cleveland Clinic, who is their partner. Now, this is a rapid breath test that can give results within 30 seconds, so it's an amazing bit of kit. Now, on Monday, they were trading at $1.6 a share. We saw that then go up by 210% to $5 a share. So just giving you an indication then of how a little bit of research goes a really long way. You could have made some really good margins with this stock. It has since dropped back down to about the $2.50 mark, but I do see this one being a big player out there in the pharma market. Next, we move on to Marin Software. So again, this was one that I did a bit of research on, and there was talks that Amazon were looking to buy this stock, or Kenshu, following their acquisition of Sysmex. So again, this obviously, when a massive company like Amazon comes along knocking, it's enough to send any penny stock flying. So we saw this one go up 202% up to $4.5. That was one that I had in my portfolio that I actually bought at around the $1 mark. So made a bit of a killing on that one before it then dropped back down. So that one, again, strong performance all round. Next we move on to Kyaxin Auto Holdings. So this was one that I did mention in my previous video, and I did give a recommendation for. At that time, that particular stock was trading at around the $0.50 mark. It then went almost supernova, which Timothy Sykes says is over 1,000%, but still for me it's an unbelievable level of movement. This stock actually went up to $13.2, which is an obscene rise, over 800%, before falling back down to where it is now, which is the $5 mark today. Kyaxin is obviously a leading premium car dealership in China. Lots of strong financials there to play with. I do see this being a winner long term. However, at this moment in time, I wouldn't say it's a buy. Moving on then to Everglory International, EVK. This was one that I did have a look at earlier in the week. I didn't get in at an early enough point for my liking, but I still got it around the $2.5 mark. Obviously, they saw an increase in profits to 14.45 million, and they saw revenues increase to 50 million overall, and an EBITDA came in at 2.14 million, which is really good when you comparing it to its peers. That one went up 500% to almost $6 from just $1 earlier in the week. So again, just doing a little bit of research, looking at the financials, it really can pay off. And I did a lot of research on Market Watch as well on that particular stock. Next one I'd like to talk about is Socket Mobile. Again, a big player out there in the technology and telecommunications market. That one went up 200% due to a profit jump, with 5.8 million shares trading today. That is a huge amount of volume that we've seen. So I do see this one continuing to go up, and I wouldn't wait to get in on that particular stock. Next, we move on to Plin, which is the China Zhangtai food company. They went up 85% before falling back to normal levels where they are now, which is around the $0.8 mark. Again, this one for me is going to have a high level of growth moving forward, as it is one of those Chinese stocks that does look quite appealing. Good financials on it, and I do see a lot of play with that one going up on the charts. Then we had WEI, WEI was a ticker for that. That went up to over 500% to over $5 without actually reporting any news. Again, it's one of those Chinese stocks that it's sort of just gone mental without actually having much reported. So for me at this moment in time, it has dropped back to around the $2 mark today. I would avoid that one for now. So now what I'm actually going to do is make a few recommendations for you guys based upon my own research, and these are 5 that I can see moving a lot higher next week. So one of those is Namaste Technologies Incorporated. Now this is a world-leading online platform for cannabis products. So it is traded in the Canadian dollars. It's 0.28 as the markets are at this moment in time. It's up 10% this week, so not major movement there. However, I do think this one will be an interesting one, especially with the Biden and Trump election coming up in the next few weeks. Obviously, Biden has already signalled that he will look to capitalise on new economies to the market, so cannabis being one. So I do think this one could go to the $1 mark within the next sort of month. It's definitely worth looking at in more detail. Then we have Lian Lu Smart with the ticker LLIT. Now, they're trading at around $0.41 at this moment in time. They distribute and provide after-sales services for medical equipment in China. Again, their portfolio range is extremely vast. They sell things like sleep apnea machines, ventilator air compressor machines, and imaging devices. So these are widely used on a worldwide scale. I do feel like at $0.4 and a very high level of trading volume, over 1.5 million shares being traded today, that at that price I would get in now, and I do recommend that one as a big long-term stock that's going to see a lot of growth. Next, I'd look at Foresight Autonomous Holdings Limited. They're currently at around the $1 mark. Now, they're an Israel-based technology company, and they're wholly owned through their subsidiary Foresight Autonomous Limited. They're engaged in the design, development, and sort of commercialization of advanced safety driver assistance programs. And autonomous driving solutions for cars. So this one, again, a company like NIO or Tesla or Li Auto or Geely Automobiles, BYD, if there's any talks that they may want to acquire this company, that really could grow from $1 to $5 to even $10 quite quickly, as we've seen with companies like Marin Software and Amazon. Then looking at Sundance Energy is my next one that I've done a bit of research on. Really strong financials again, really good background in terms of the board of directors, vast amounts of experience between the team, worked with lots of FTSE companies as well as companies on the New York Stock Exchange. They gained 17.65% on the last trading session, reaching $2.4. Now, they're a leading US oil and gas producer, which obviously a lot of oil and gas companies are having major issues at the moment because of the demand for oil. However, that being said, surely at some point it's got to go up. As soon as a vaccine becomes available, we start flying again, and obviously we will see more of demand for oil and gas exploration. So that for me is a really potential growth stock to have there. Now, they went through a joint venture with Pioneer Natural Resources to expand their sustainable energy sector. So they're moving into that whole solar panel market at the moment. Again, huge demand for renewable energies, going green, reducing our carbon footprint. So for me, they are one to watch, and I do see that one going up even more. They're currently at $2.1, so I feel like that is a good entry point. My last recommendation then that that I've seen lots of analysts saying they're a hold or a buy at the moment. 16 analysts have actually rated it as a hold, while 12 have rated it as a buy. No analysts have rated it as a sell at this current time. Now, they're a company called Fortress Biotech. The ticker's FBIO. They're a company that develop, acquire, and commercialize innovative pharmaceutical and biotechnology products. Their headquarters is in New York, currently trading at $2.6. Now, they've got an RSI of 29.97. Now, for you guys that don't know what RSI is, that's the Relative Strength Index. So they're actually in the oversold territory, which means that essentially they are becoming a buy. Zacks rank this as number 2 on their scale, which is a buy indicator. For me, I've done a bit of research as well. I've looked at Market Watch, I've looked at the times on this particular stock, and also Investor Observer, and it does rank really highly. The last time I checked, they were at a score of 81 out of 100. So for me, definitely a buy at this moment in time. Just to reiterate to you guys, I am not a financial expert by any way, shape or means. These are simply some stocks that I am recommending that you guys have a look at and potentially include in your portfolio of penny stocks or stocks overall. I wish you all to have a fantastic weekend. Hope you're all keeping well out there, and I look forward to catching up with you guys on my next video. Take care.